It's true. None of it's going to matter. This U.S. team is just so much better. I mean, if Padraig was a cardiologist and he could give Rory McIlroy a heart transplant, that would have been big. But if Rory's not going to show up, Poulter's washed, Westwood hasn't made a putt this century, what can he do? I mean, ultimately, yes, sitting Sergio's a mistake. Playing Casey yesterday afternoon was a mistake. But none of it really matters. This U.S. team is just too good. And Europe's in transition and struggling. Poor Patty. Sadly, no. I have gotten a few eye rolls from European players and caddies because I haven't said a thing. I mean, I'm trying to, just be classy and, act like you've been there before. But I think they know that ultimately my long-term prediction of U.S. dominance is true, and they don't want to hear it. So there's been a little energy, but no, I mean, the crowd's been noisy, but I'm trying to stay above or below the fray. Yeah, this morning's win for JT was huge for his reputation because he's been acting a little unhinged, a little imbalanced for a guy who played 36 holes yesterday and 27 of them were trash. But he's come through some big shots at some big times. The comeback this morning was important. So I guess JT's like Danny Ainge. I guess you want him on your team and you just got to appreciate it. But he's walking a fine line. Being told the wind noise is a little much, so I moved inside by this nice picture of the trophy. I didn't love some of the pairings, but who's Patty going to go to? I mean, Tommy Fleetwood got the yips in the middle of the back nine yesterday. Poulter was a dead man walking. He just doesn't have the horses. So he's trying to get some of the old standbys to find their game and a little emotion. Obviously didn't work, but who was he going to put out there? He's got nobody. Well, after 2 decades of U.S. fans just getting their teeth kicked in Ryder Cup week, I understand that everyone's excited, but I agree. A little more class, a little more discretion, a little more good cheer towards the Europeans. It's a bit much, honestly. So I would like it if the Wisconsinites just had some restraint and just be classy, act like we've been there before, even though we really haven't. Yeah, we finally know what it takes for Viktor Hovland not to smile. It's playing this U.S. Ryder Cup team. I mean, I agree. He hasn't been fantastic, but he's been a solid B, maybe even a B+. But it doesn't seem like his partners have been there when he needs them, and he's missed a few putts that would have really made a difference. So it's not a bad debut, honestly, but it's not going to look great in Wikipedia when you see his record. But all credit to Hov. He's fighting hard out there. Honestly, the no-hat thing amazes me. If I play golf in the sun for more than 20 minutes without a hat, I get a thumping headache. I don't know how these guys do it. I mean, maybe it's a fit issue like Rory cited in the past. Maybe, they feel like they're logoed up enough, and since it's not getting his Goldman Sachs money, he doesn't want to fly a hat. I don't know. But it does amaze me, and especially when you're playing that much. If he wears down this afternoon, it's because of the hat or the lack thereof. Well, I know that this question's a joke, but I have to say I appreciate Jordan Spieth. I mean, he's had great cheer on the golf course, but he's really been trying hard to police the crowd. I mean, I've heard him say a lot of things in passing, and he's been respectful to the Europeans. I saw him clapping for some good Euro shots late in the day yesterday. So I'd say Spieth is leading the clubhouse. Well, 2025 Bethpage is tailor-made for Phil Mickelson, right? I mean, the connection he has with the New York area fans. On the other hand, the Tiger actually wanted Bethpage, unlike Phil. So I think one of them will get the nod. Kind of depends where they are in their playing career. I mean, Phil's still going to be exempt after this PGA win, so he may still be chasing it. But whatever they want is what they're going to get, and I think they'll work it out between them. I mean, Whistling Straits is a ball striker's golf course. There's a lot of shots you just have to stand up and hit, and crosswinds with trouble everywhere. But yes, you need to hold the putts. I mean, that's always been some European magic of the Ryder Cup, and they've just seemed very tentative on these greens. And I don't think it's about their putting so much as just their overall mental state. The U.S. is just fired up. They're aggressive. They're charging everything at the hole, and so I'm not sure what Paddy could have done different, to be honest. Yeah, again, if Tiger wants to be captain in 23, he will be. I could see him enjoying a European venue, but depending where he's in his rehab and if he's trying to play golf again, for Phil, it may feel too soon if he still thinks he can contend. So in that case, I think Zach Johnson is the leader in the clubhouse. He's been a vice captain now a million times. He's not a charismatic guy, but he's gritty, he's smart, he's detail oriented, and honestly, I could captain this U.S. team to victory. It's so strong. I just absolutely crushed some schnitzel. Not a phrase I ever thought I would utter, but the Wisconsin folks are coming strong with the local cuisine. Me and Bamberger went out to dinner a couple nights ago at a little country joint, and I'm pretty sure that the waitress had no idea what we were talking about half the time with our various requests. It's the great thing about traveling, and especially in the heartland. I love Wisconsin. The food's been good, and we're having fun.